Hi there, Commanders. GuardianE here with another Azur Lane video. This time, our day one of the brand new Northern Parliament event, Frostfall. So, this event features new ships, Kursk, Voroshilov, Sevastopol, and all new Hot Springs themed skins. So, we're going to be trying to acquire that day one sweep of the banner. Also, hit up the shop, check out and showcase those skins. But before we do that, I'll just quickly remind you that if you do enjoy the content that we put out, including Azur Lane videos, and you would like to help support us, please consider leaving a like, leaving a comment down below, subscribing to the channel for more. It really helps us out, and we really do appreciate it. And here we are on the limited time rate up banner. This, of course, is starting from today all the way until April 5th, so you have that amount of time to pull for these ships. And it does feature the two gold ships, the two SRs, Voroshilov and Kursk, at the 2% each, and Sevastopol is going to be the elite at the standard 2.5%. Before we get in, I've got six of these dailies lined up from the Microlayer Medley rerun. Let's just pull them and just see if we were able to secure any additional raid up ships from those daily pulls, any omens of things to come on this particular banner. We're actually gonna get a Cooper who is now in the regular summon pool, but it was raid up for this specific little daily excursion. Alright, so let's get into the main event. Start with a 10 pull and get cracking. We want to hit those event ships hard and early. If we can, would certainly like to get that early sweep. So let's just see how this pans out. With the Northern Parliament, we're getting some residual pizza on the, some leftover pizza on the platter, which is delicious and tasty, but not the treat that we're looking for today. That's going to be Pola. Of course, she looks exquisite, but not what we are looking for. That's not the goal of today. And hopefully, she's just bringing our Frostfallen friends along the way. No, that's gonna be it. Okay, well, you know what? At least we got a gold ship to start things off. We're just warming up the old RNG engine. That's all it is. Just giving it a little tug and a pull here. Hopefully, we can keep it going. Only 3 raid up ships on this, and this is sort of a little mini event of sorts. It's not kind of a full-featured event. So there's fewer ships, but we did get quite the exhilarating skin batch, I will say. I'm very, very eager to check out what's in that shop. What is this multi, though? That multi was terrible. That was terrible. Ugh. Let's just shake that off and pretend that didn't happen, because that was gross. That was not good. Not good at all. And, oh, yes! Good. We wash away the bad luck, and in comes the new luck. So Sevastopol is here, not going to be an elusive elite today, so I am very grateful for that. Ah-ha-ha-ha-ha! So you're the Comrade Commander. I'm the Northern Parliament battleship Sevastopol. Revolution doesn't happen on tea parties alone, comrade. Think of me as any ordinary young lady, and you'll regret it. So, awesome. Okay, such a stylish, very, very cool design. Love the Batwing hair ornament that she's got going, the tufts, the side ponytail. Really, really great stuff. That's fantastic, and that is one of them down. So, we're in good shape here. We're doing okay. And, oh, that's a 2-for-1. Gotta love it. That's a great deal. 2 for the price of 1. Going to get that Kursk as well. Gosh, she looks amazing. Love the dragon motif. Really badass. And then, of course, you know, the sensual curves on display as well. The black and the white, the monochromatic, stylish combination going on across the entire thing. And then the frost covering all of the rigging. Really, really cool. And then the fur bits, of course, you know, from her being of the polar element, right? You know, gotta bundle up a little bit, I suppose. You're the boss around here? Good. Don't bother trying to tell me what I can and can't do. I'll prove my worth to you in my own way. That's all I wanted to say. Seems like she's very confident in her abilities, which is awesome. Very, very awesome. So that is going to be 2 of them down in this multi. We did get a dead multi before, but we more than made up for it with this one, so I am thrilled about that. That is fantastic. We're going to keep trucking along. Next multi. So this is going to be like something of a mini event. And again, I know I keep hinting at it, and they've hinted at it before as far as Yostar and Manju, but we aren't that far away from getting a New Jersey rerun. That's probably going to happen in the near future. And here's another Sevastopol. That's awesome. I will take additional copies of any of these ships. and be grateful for it. That's excellent. I know a lot of people have been waiting for that New Jersey rerun. You just gotta be a little bit more patient. I know she's great. She's great and everybody loves her, and for good reason, but you know, gotta soak in what you've got here. And of course, we've got a Northern Parliament event going on here, and I think that does, of course, open up some wounds about a potential Northern Parliament UR that we have not gotten, or not even a UR, but Soyuz just not making an appearance at all yet. I think they're just kind of building up to her, and yes, there we go, building up to the excitement of Voroshilov showing up in all of her glory. I really like her hand rigging. It's so cool. It's cut off here as part of the screen, but it's just so neat. And she, of course, has a really enticing outfit with the high-cut leotard, the low neckline, the garters, and the stockings. Just a killer combination. We finally meet, Comrade Commander. I am Voroshilov, light cruiser of the Northern Parliament. I don't think I was waiting that long. I mean, it was only a few hours. That's not so bad, is it? So maybe that's her thing. She moves at a glacier's pace. But that is fantastic. That is super good. Very, very thrilled to get her there. Awesome. Can we get another one? Can we get somebody else in here? Admiral Hipper Muse. What the? That's out of left field. That is out of left field. Okay. And there we go. How many multis do we do? I can't remember. I think it was like maybe 5 multis, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Let's do one more multi just to round it out. I am going to do dailies on this banner until it leaves. So, of course, there are chances of getting dupes there, which I would more than happily take. But at this point, we've swept, which is great. I'm glad that we didn't have too much difficulty in securing these ships. So I am thrilled for that. And I love the designs of all of them. They're actually really, really happy with this batch overall. And the Hot Springs skins. Oh, can't wait to look at the Hot Springs skins. So good. Alright, well that was a terrible multi. That was not worth doing. That was not worth doing at all. So that is going to be it for the polls. At this point, we're actually going to head over to the Akashi shop here, because I'm actually tempted to pick up this Onsen Souvenir Lucky Bag. Because honestly, most of the skins that they dropped, I would love to have. So, I mean, pretty good shot here, you know? 17.5, higher rate for Mainz and Sevastopol, so the two non-animated at all, the completely static skins, and then even 13% across the dynamics and the live 2Ds. So, alright, I went ahead and picked it up. You know what? I want to support them. I want to support the Hot Spring skins. Seems like pretty good odds in my favor. And, yeah, let's just roll the dice. Let's see what we get. Collect! Alright, that is a big win. If I've ever seen one, that is going to be the Kursk skin. Lone Wolf amid the steam. Ugh. This steamy hot spring is a rather novel experience. I left a spot for you, so come sit down already. Wait, why haven't you taken your clothes off yet? Just give me, like, 2 seconds. We are definitely going to be taking a closer look at that Kursk skin amongst all of the other ones as well in the Invitation of Melting Snow. Welcome to the Cultured Corner, the Degenerate Zone, the Simp Station, the Down Bad Downtown, where we take an in-depth look and evaluate the skin drop. The theme this time around? Hot Springs, Onsens. And I don't need to tell you that with Hot Springs comes steamy heat, and there is plenty of that going around with this set. The selection is outstanding for a mid-sized event. Akashi has definitely earned her keep and her gems today. And I also love it when they do these little episodes featuring the skins here to give them a little bit more context. Every single day you can unlock a new episode with featuring another one of the skins and take your pick, and you get a little bit more story time with the girl and a little bit more flavor added to the skin itself. I always really appreciate it when they add these. And then of course another little bonus consideration is that this is a completely new category in the skin shop, Hot Springs. So I would expect us to get more Hot Spring skins in the future. I think this is going to be a theme for a little bit now, which is delightful. So let's take a closer look at the selection here. Here we've got Mainz in the silkiest brew, and we've got Mainz's first skin in the game, and it is a masterpiece. You've got a kimono on the floor, her in her sultry and provocative state of undress, that transparent material of her thin shirt slipping off her shoulders, the see-through cloth revealing her skimpy black bikini in all its glory. Those thin strings and straps are extremely flattering against her soft skin, just pressing tightly against those majestic pillowy curves. The bottom of the shirt there stops just above her smooth, silky thighs. Love how her slightly tousled hair just spills behind her. It also frames her cute face. Her eyes are these deep pools of dark, mysterious blue with glints of sparkling red. She also has a pretty Magatama earring, adding a nice little stylish flair. You've got soft colors, a slight flush across her cheeks. There's this overwhelming, intoxicating haze as she leans forward towards us. There is, of course, in the back there, a condensation-addled mirror, providing a slightly obfuscated look at Mainz's perky behind in the reflection. It's always nice when you get multiple angles to enjoy within a skin. I always very much appreciate that. You've got extravagant detail in the sliding doors behind her. You got a blooming bonsai tree to her side. The crimson kimono laid before her. She really, really looks ravishing, and this skin, I think, is a big win for Mainz fans. So next up we have Sevastopol, more than a little drunk. One of the few in this batch that's actually wearing an article of clothing, albeit a boldly small, revealing, and semi-transparent kimono. Delicate hibiscus colors with flowers lightly embroidered across, the thin fabric slipping down her shoulders in a very suggestive way, the hemline cropped dangerously high, exposing her svelte body line. She's leaning forward, her ruby eyes are filled with this precious curiosity. I really like how the dark streaks of her hair frame her cute face on either side. You've got those elvish ears peeking out on each side from her silky long hair. The tresses are wrapping around her like a curtain from behind. There's this scenic mountain ridge behind her with a brilliant display of stars peppering the night sky. Humidity rising from the hot springs catches the lighting from the lamps in a really otherworldly and mystical way. I gotta say, this skin is a treat. And next up we've got Trieste with Amore Termico, with our very first dynamic skin of the batch that we're taking a look at today, and our first purchase outside of the Lucky Pack. So let's go ahead and grab this for Trieste right away. Whew, I'm getting dizzy. I'll rest here in the breeze for a moment. You okay, Commander? Step out if it's too hot. See, someone will worry about you. I mean, come on. Trieste looks stunning, an absolute showstopper in this skin, an absolute delectable delight. Her beautiful rosé hair trailing across her delicate shoulders, hiding her one eye, maintaining that mysterious allure. You've got moonlight piercing through the expanse of stars and the shimmering beauty of the aurora borealis to the side. This creates this ethereal glow from the hot spring water below. Light reflecting and dancing off of every sensational curve on Trieste's knockout body. Her beautiful emerald eyes match the radiant glimmer coming from the waters below. The way the wet towel just sticks to her supple skin, transparent and leaving precious little to the imagination. Magnificent bust meticulously outlined through the veil of fabric. And as if it weren't see-through enough, the miniature size of the washcloth fully reveals the luscious side curves and soft folds of her narrow waist and hips. Her silhouette and sublime proportions creates a striking visual impact against the crisp night sky. Her perfect skin is glistening and luminous, rivulets of water running down those gorgeous pair of legs. And as if Trieste wasn't enough, you also get Trento over here on the side as a busty bonus, resting within the warm embrace of the waters. Got a cozy manju here, enjoying the soothing bath as well. This one is an absolute must-buy in my opinion. Trieste looks way too attractive to pass up. You got all those details, the bonus Trento, worth absolutely every gem. Next up we got Joffre with Sublime Elysium. I am going to be picking this one up as well. Do you feel refreshed? Even without a holy ritual, the iris would be happy to know that I've managed to soothe you with this bath. Was it not enough? Then shall we go back in? And here's Joffre getting ready for her own hot spring adventure. In anticipation of the nighttime dip, she's pulled her hair up into this charming little short ponytail. She gazes back at us, her gentle mauve-colored eyes filled with maybe a mix of trepidation, perhaps a little bit of judgment, from scolding us for staring in the mixed bath. Joffre's heavy breathing accentuates the hypnotic, gentle lift and fall of her fulsome bust, splendid curve and scintillating fold on the side in full view as she starts peeling off that towel. milky expanse of her bare back with soft, rich shading to emphasize her smooth nape, feminine shoulders, the appealing arch. Tantalizing pink can be seen through the towel as it presses firmly against her flawless figure, highlighting both the soft bulges and cleft of her full backside. You've got a beautiful forested outdoor backdrop with freshly fallen snow. These lanterns strewn about the hot springs give the skin a very cozy appeal. The kimono here lays at her feet. Her soles and toes are sticking out from beneath her as well. This is certainly a risque and spicy side to Joffre. She looks fantastic and certainly an easy pickup for any fan. And next up we have Voroshilov in Devoted as the Warm Snow. Let's go ahead and snag this one as well. Comrade Commander is the bath to your liking. I'm glad. Hehe. It's a good thing I trusted that Top 10 Dates for Snowy Days article and chose this secluded hot spring. Seems like she's got some ideas of her own. Naturally, Voroshilov looks lovely in this dynamic skin. Her sidelong glance with her enchanting amethyst eyes are captivating against the frosty expanse behind her. Beautiful, long, snow-white hair cascading down her shoulders. You've got loose strands resting upon the bountiful contours of her heaving bust, strapped down and nearly spilling over the top of the towel. The towel itself, heavily translucent, the distinctive outline of her impressive curves can be made out clearly as they're strained against the wet fabric. An incredible pair of sultry legs are exposed, tucked up, but still stretching towards us from this angle. You have eye-catching droplets of water just trailing down her delicious thighs. Her exceptionally smooth and toothsome backside is resting on the rocky edge of the hot spring, drawing our gaze towards her. There's this overall tranquil, foggy haze of steam rising from the waters to create this sort of dreamlike quality. And while I'm not myself Pedile inclined, there is certainly a host of painstaking details and shading on her feet, arches, and toes. The ball of her foot dipping into the waters again and again, creating these ripples in the spring below. And overall, despite me not being a huge fan of feet, this skin has a lot of salacious and provocative eye candy all around. Definitely a winner. And one of the live 2Ds on the badge is actually going to be Grozny Bunny in the Banya. Grozny getting another live 2D skin here. Someone at Manju, clearly a Grozny fan. I mean, I like how she looks like completely spent here. Just kind of ragdoll splayed out on the steam room bench, dreaming about ice cubes. You know, it's pretty hilarious and fitting, you know, given her disposition for colder climates. There's a towel on her head emulating hair buns in a cute and fun way. She has her trusty teddy at her side and a beverage in her hand to help her cool off. But yeah, that's Grozny. Let's check out some of these animations. I mean, right out of the gate, you got the billowing steam behind her, and then the trickle of water from the actual waterfall on the side. Just so much going on here. So let's hit the login. The water's nice. What are you waiting for, Commander? Get in. Reaches for the sake, pours herself a little bit. Very, very nice. Get a nice dynamic movement of the camera. Main screen 1. Seems the Sakura Empire has the most hot springs enthusiasts. Not that I don't want to bathe with them, but as you know, I'd rather be alone. She is a little bit of a lone wolf. And just drags her finger across the bottle in a pretty suggestive way. Main screen 2. The hot spring causes the cold air to fog up, impeding visibility and making this an ideal place to set up an ambush. Don't worry, I'm right here. So she is perfectly capable of acting as the protector and the guardian. Main screen 3. How's the temperature? If you want, I can turn up the heat with my rigging. So that's why... Oh, that's cool. You can even see how she's dipping her tail in the side here, and it's glowing from the heat. So she has her own little portable heater with the tip of her tail. That's kind of cool. Normal touch. While I hate rubbing shoulders, I can tolerate you being around. She like strokes her chin a little bit. Very, very nice. Special touch. You want to get up close and personal, huh? Alright, so you get... She basically steps on your face at that point. Again, not exactly my thing, but definitely I do like the pink haze that surrounds everything as she goes through the animation. I know that I know some commanders out there are going to get a kick out of that, quite literally. Rub, so a little head pat. Why are you acting like we're that close? I don't get you people. So she just crosses and uncrosses her legs a little bit. Mission reminder. New mission just got handed down. Go ahead and take a look. Plenty of time to relax later. She's just kind of like rocking back and forth. There's a nice little telltale wobble to her curves there. And then mission complete. Mission rewards have come in. Go check them. Everything that's there, you've earned. And once again, she kind of pokes at us a little bit with her foot. And you have the towel actually does dip down to cover her modesty when she performs that animation. Just gotta check, of course. Gotta be thorough. Mail reminder, I left your letter in a less humid spot. Oh, that's cool. Don't you want your important papers getting wet, do you? Just kind of soaring by with the actual letter in tow. Comes all the way from the distance. Got that owl in play. That bird of prey dropping off that letter. Commission complete. Enjoy the job well done party yourself. I'll pass. She's not into celebrating a job well done. That is just her duty, right? Return to port. Where have you been? You didn't want to pass out from the dizziness? Don't worry about that. Worst case scenario, I'll just carry you back home. She seems very reliable, right? She's sort of a caretaker type. I love how her hair moves as she bobs her head. Just really great stuff. So far I've only identified 2 interactions with Kursk's Live 2D. And if there are more, correct me in the comments below, please, so that I know, so I'm not missing out on anything. But one is that you can actually lift the corner of her towel right here by pressing and dragging up a little bit. It's, you know, it's not much, but to be completely fair, it's not like she's wearing a ton to interact with, so that little bit, I think it still adds to the skin. And then the second interaction that I've found is that you can actually oddly pinch her upper thigh here and kind of pull it to the side. Do you see that? That's kind of, it's kind of an unusual one, but yeah, it's definitely there. But, you know, I do like that they're trying. You know, you can give her thigh a little squeeze. So naturally, you don't even need me to say it. Kursk looks jaw-dropping in this steamy hot spring skin. She's wrapped enticingly in this tiny little towel that is entirely too small to contain her ripe, succulent curves. It's slightly translucent, of course, from all the moisture. Her charming twin ridge hairstyle with the streaks of black among the silver is just really stylish, gives her a unique flair all of her own. Again, she's enjoying some sake at the side of the bath. Looks like she's looking to enjoy some company and looking at us expectantly. Those crossed legs give a spectacular welcome view of her immaculately smooth skin. Low-angle perspective allows us to drink in the majesty of her fulsome thighs and plump posterior from below, water trickling off of her long, shapely legs. Top of the towel is very much inadequately tied together to squeeze and squish against her decadent, generous bust line, creating some overflow. It tucks in tight at her slender waist, and doesn't even reach her wide hips to maintain any modesty down below. You've got this beautiful outdoor backdrop for the hot springs, steam rising off of the heated pool of water, clouding the dusk sky. You have lanterns here casting a magical soft glow and shading across Kursk's perfectly sculpted figure. Her mechanized dragon tail is slipping off to the right here, dipping into the waters, and as we saw, can serve to heat things up as necessary. 100% a must-buy for me. Personally, just being a Live 2D, brimming with that racy sex appeal, Kursk definitely debuts with a bang. Alright, well I think that is going to do it for our day 1 of Frostfall coverage. Let me know in the comments below how you did on the banner itself. Remember that if you're low on cubes and coins, just stick to your dailies throughout the course of the event. There's plenty of days to go through. You might just get the sweep by doing those dailies and not have to really spend any extraneous cubes and coins. But let me know in the comments below if you did pull, how you did. I wish you the best of luck. Hope you got everything that you were looking for. And of course, let me know down below what you think of the skin selection, which one is your favorite, which ones you're going to be picking up among the batch, if any. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Azur Lane content. We thank you all so much for watching, for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. And until next time, let's protect those waters.
温泉好きの仲間は女王が一番多いね。一緒に浸かるのは嫌なわけではないが、お前も知っていよう。私は濡れるのが